Welcome, everybody. Good morning. How's it going? Or good evening, should I say, right? What's up? Hey. AD, welcome back. Hey, Farhad, good morning. I wish you the best day, Farhad, and to everybody. Stefan, hello. Good morning. Green, welcome back. Camille, good to see you, man. What's up? TDF, hey, good morning. All right. How was the Asia session, everybody? You are the man of the hour, Camille. What's happening? How was Asia? I saw that there was a bit of a spike here after the market opened. Like, wow. That was interesting. Boring. Yeah, it pretty much seemed like it went a little bit sideways here. Yeah. I would say Asia low is down there, right? All right. Asia low. We technically swept Asia high. Look at that. We just swept Asia high. So what's next anyway? Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Again, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful demand zone down there at Asia low. 15 minute. 15-minute demand zone. Right there. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, on the 5 minute, let's check for levels. So Asia Asia high has been swept. What else do we have here? Asia high swept. Can we go lower? Man, it's difficult. I mean, there's nothing in between these levels. You have a swing low here. Okay. So what if this one wants to go higher? Who knows? Nothing. You only have that demand zone down there. Okay, never mind. Let's check on gold quickly. Trade Delicious, hello, good morning. Welcome. Asia low would be here on gold. Oops, sorry. Here. So Asia low. This would be previous day high and Asia high as well. All right. You have a fair value gap here on the 15 minute. Also, there is one on the 1 hour chart. If we look to the left on gold, we have the 1 hour fair value gap out there, and that's it. Okay. Okay. Corey Fishbowl, hello. Crypto codes. Sorry, crypto game codes. Hello. How's it going? How's it going? Okay, there is a demand zone on the 5 minute as well. Right here. Assuming that it might want to go lower, who knows? Okay. Are we gonna go through or not? That's a question. Doesn't seem like it, but who knows? Might not be the worst idea in the world to try to jump into a short on gold. How about that? 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. It's not a bad idea, actually. Absolutely not a bad idea to look for a short position on gold. Yeah, let's wait for a possible short on gold. Okay. So let's get back to gold. Look at this. Wow. Okay, bit of a shift here. I can do a probe trade, actually. I can do that. Technically inverted, but can it go higher? Down to 07.3. Can it go down to 07.3? I guess it can. All right, took a probe trade just to see if it wants to go lower, and then we'll see where it go from there. On gold. Gold probe trade. It can still continue higher. Small position. Here we go. Just a small trade just to see if it wants to go lower. The daily probe trade. Okay. Content Hunter, hello. Let's just wait for gold. I mean, sorry, NQ. Let's wait for NQ to show his hand. Ollie, good to see you, man. How's it going? Smoked in New York. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, yes, I mean, New York was a little bit like, I don't know. It was a little bit crazy yesterday. I mean, yeah, I was lucky at the market open, but otherwise, you know, everything was kind of Okay. Oh, well, if you got out with a small loss, that's good. That is absolutely great. Currently, on NQ, the only plan that I could go with is wait for a displacement lower. Definitely lower than that 6... what's the low here? 679. And then maybe look for a short position. Otherwise, let's let me check it on the higher time frame. So let's look at the hourly chart. Could it be squeezing higher? I think it could. We have relative equal highs up there. Very close. But we also have all this liquidity, almost like trend line liquidity, resting here. Visible on the 4 hour as well. These wicks, so higher lows basically, higher lows. Interesting. Daily chart started to print bullish. So it wicked lower, the daily, during Asia session technically. And then starting to print higher. It does feel like that NQ could be aiming for higher prices. Who knows? Anyway. We should get to 800. Exactly. How far is going to be this pullback? I'm also curious about this. We need to understand what's going on with the higher time frames here, but I don't know. Kind of surprised on the situation on gold as well. Anyway. Opening of this candle is 207. Low of this candle. Yeah. So mitigated this one. Okay. Could be still bullish. All right. Not much here. Chris, hello. Good morning. Peter. We didn't take Day low and Monday low on Nasdaq yesterday, like 2 ticks before. Yeah, I turned around. It's very suspicious, by the way, Peter, and good observation. It's very, very suspicious. Crazy. Yeah, it has to be some sort of liquidity lining up there. I agree with you. Has to be. Something so fun, 10 trillion Nvidia shares. Oh. Started to sell some shares. Or share some cells. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. Just a small position here on gold. Don't worry. Just the usual stuff. I think it can very well spike higher. It felt like, you know, during Asia session, I mean, it swept it. No, that was NQ. Never mind. Never mind. Anyway. I forgot to close my trade on Bulenox master account. Oh no. Yes, I think. Yes, they did. I think that's a hard breach. If hold on. By the end of the day, so I think it's a hard breach. But you should, if you see it on your dashboard, I mean, if you can put on a limit order, if you still see the account, and if you can put on, try a limit order. If you can put on an order, then you're saved. But if you can't, then it most likely been disabled. Yeah, it happens sometimes. It happened to me as well, but only because by some reason the copy trader did not delete all the limit orders, and it got triggered before the market close. So yeah, you always gotta make sure. So when I close down everything, I always gotta make sure that I checked everything double, triple. Oh no, my positions. Never mind. I thought that we're just gonna go back easily into this zone here. Think twice, right? Yeah, it should be going. And if it goes through the Asia high, then, you know, 1 hour fair value gap is possible on gold. Seemingly it wants to go higher. Unfortunate for me. Very important nugget on his lesson yesterday about London. Yeah, it was, he was technically saying that the London range has been determined or something like that from 1:30 to 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what he was saying, or something like that. I mean, I don't know if it was yesterday, or I think about it yesterday. So from 1:30 until 2 a.m. is going to show us the direction and the range or something like that in London. That's a super secret sauce. He said nobody, he has never shared. Just to let everybody know that this is giving us the direction. This, let me just outline this. This here. This is going to tell us what to do. From 1:30 to 2 a.m. This is showing us the London, I don't know what. Which I did a quick back test. That doesn't really mean too much, but I don't see the logic in it. But it feels like he just cherry picked a day, or cherry picked something and showed something. I don't know. Basically looking for inversion gap here in this session. I don't know. Fell asleep. Well, if you can place limit orders on the account, then you are lucky. There was the shutdown signing earlier causing the pump. Oh, so that was causing the pump. Okay. Well, we could be just hovering in this range here. Well, they should be getting the government back to work, I think. Abhishek, hello. Sorry, I wasn't reading the chat. Hello, good to see you, man. How's it going? How's the weather? How's everything there? Faceless man, hello. What would you recommend sizing beyond 25k account trading NQ? Well, it depends on your strategy, you know. I would say it depends on your strategy, depends on your stop loss, depends on your risk to reward ratio. I usually go with anywhere, as you said, between 1 to 3 micros. So I would go with like anywhere between 1 to 3 micros, depending, as I said, on your strategy, on your risk tolerance, on your risk to reward ratio, on your entry model. So it's not like a simple answer like go with 2 micros or something, but yeah, I would say anywhere between 1 to 3. Yeah, I mean, nowadays it seems like Asia is doing the moves, right? I think the boss is busy playing golf. Yeah. Cav, hello. Welcome. Abhishek, the man. Dominic, good to see you, man, by the way. Okay. So not much is happening. I was kind of hoping that gold can get back to the zone, which is not doing it right now. But who knows? I'm gone from city, so I will be gone for a few minutes and won't be. Oh, I see. Okay. Don't worry about it, Dominic. We'll be here every day. Every day. We'll be here every day repeating what we do. Okay, pretty much sideways action this morning so far. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a flash sale at TRADEIFY growth accounts. 40% off today and tomorrow, just saying. Growth accounts. Oh no, my position. Oh no. Oh, it doesn't look good. Okay, then it seems like gold is looking to go higher. Might want to try to break that Asia high now. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just gonna wait. Oh wow, Streamlabs is spamming like hell. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what to do with this. I mean, it's kind of random. Oh no, the gold trade. Maybe I should close it. Yep, Closing it. All right. Had to close it. It seems like gold is might want to try with that Asia high now. At least it seems like it, or feels like it. Which is at 23.9. So let's just wait and see what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, totally forgot to start the super magical indicators. Oh, here it is. Absolutely for office soon. Oh, okay. Yeah, right now London is a little bit difficult, more difficult than usual. I agree, Content Hunter. Yeah. Oh, I see, Dominic. Yeah. Yeah, if there's gonna be an entry presented, yeah, it might as well. We can take it. Yeah, it seems like gold is just not really doing it right now, right? Very, very, very interesting. Yeah, gold wants to break those highs. Ah. And now it's not breaking it. Okay. What is going on here? Don't get it. I don't get it. What is going on here? Okay. Not much is happening. Sorry, I was just reading the chart here left and right. They will take it to 60. I think, yeah, I checked ES. I think they do want to take it to 69. Yes. I kind of agree with that. It's very close. It's right up there. Pretty close on ES. There you go. Pretty much seems like it. And look at the reaction of the market here. I think it wants to tap that. And if that's the case, NQ is going to remain bullish. Also, there's one more thing. I don't know if I'm right. Okay, never mind. Good morning, BogoFX. Hello. Albert, good morning. Is it sure? I mean, are they really going to release CPI today or not? Good morning, Caleb. Hello. Well, yeah, these kind of trades definitely can last for hours, which should not be a problem if you can hold it for a very small position or with a very small position. 900s. I mean, I mean, yeah, NQ. Yeah, next round number would be that 800. 800 is pretty close to the top there. Who knows? We still have some fair value gap to be repriced to the left. As long as ES remains bullish, it's gonna pull NQ. Shutdown is off officially. Is the shutdown off? Let me check it. I know they signed the deal or something. Not the deal, but basically an agreement. Oh, okay. Look at the headline. Record US government shutdown ends as Trump signs spending bill. Okay. I guess there's no information, nothing. About the news release, right? So nobody really knows. Oh wow, look at how close we are to that Asia high on gold. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's why it pumped during the Asia session. Yeah. Yeah. On props. Okay. US house spending. Oh, US house. Yeah. Well, technically, it did not end yet. Trump must sign it to end. Okay, so there still needs to be a technical side of it. All right. See you later, Green. So he can reject it. But I guess he wouldn't have signed this if there would be some sort of a misunderstanding or whatever. Okay, we swept Asia high again on NQ. Art, hello, welcome. Yeah, I think there's gonna be some prop deals. Usually, there used to be, so we'll see. Oh, Trump signed it. Okay. The mini did not sweep. No, I'm not in a position, Art. I tried to go short gold earlier. So I tried with gold, but it went higher. I think, who knows? I thought that it wants to sweep that Asia high. There's a 5-minute demand zone which has been tagged here, so that kind of makes it interesting. But you know, look at the 5 minutes. Still, it's terrible. It's not so good price action. It's nothing that I really like here, but all right. Let's see. Hey, CSHT. Hey, been a while. Where have you been? Welcome. Just sideways action. It doesn't matter which market we're looking at right now. Just gotta wait. Rocking a lot. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, not much is happening. It's just a waiting game again. Gotta be patient. Exactly, 80. Yeah, they might try to push it lower to see a liquidity sweep, but so far, look at this 5 minute. It's just catastrophic. The way it looks like, it's absolutely catastrophic. Nothing special, CSHT, nothing. There was a government shutdown, as you might know it, which it seems like has ended. That's the positive news. That was this huge boner candles here during Asia session. Trump signed the agreement to end the government shutdown. That was the positive news. Is it going to be enough? Who knows? We don't know. Gold is about 200 points away from all-time high. Yeah, it's close. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, almost. Yeah. Very close to all-time high. You know, wouldn't be surprised if it would continue higher. Look at the 4,500 is within reach. Right there. So who knows? And it did not sweep that Asia high. So, but again, the 5-minute chart looks terrible on both NQ and gold. Frequency, hello. Doing good, thank you. I hope you're doing great as well. Yeah, we'll see. As long as we're staying in this range, it's gonna be a pain in the butt. So yeah, it should be reopening, but there's still no information about some CPI numbers or anything. We're missing the NFP numbers as well. I'm a little bit curious. Is the government going to, I really don't know. Is the government going to release, the US government, those numbers that has not been released recently, or everybody's just going to stay in the dark until next month? So I'm kind of wondering, are they going to release it now that the government is restarting? Or everybody's just gonna wait another month in the dark without numbers? We just had an NFP week, which there were no NFP number, right? So yeah, Boom Banana, hello there. 9:30 will be, yes. So Martin, exactly like Boom Banana also says it. So what if at 9:30, this is going to be very interesting, the market is just going to crash 500 points immediately, like in a few minutes, like boom, down 500 points, because some numbers might be coming out, or I don't know. And you know, I feel like at all these market crashes, we were just having some sort of a catalyst, right? So the market always needs some sort of a news driver here, some sort of a news driver. So you know what? Let's just ask ChatGPT about this. What do you think? What do you think? I think that would be awesome, right? Let's ask ChatGPT. I'm genuinely curious. Okay, so this is the daily chart of NQ. As you can see, there are days from this year when the market, quote unquote, crash quite a bit. I was wondering, can you please help me to do a research of what was the cause of those crashes? what was the news driver? What was the news driver that led to those crashes? Okay. Okay, I think it will be interesting. What do you guys think? I am so polite, yes. So here it is. This is the question. So this is a daily chart of NQ. As you can see, there are days from this year when the market crashed quite a bit. I was wondering, can you please help me do research to do a research on what was the cause? Fundamentally, okay, we don't need this. Of those crashes, what was the news driver that led to those crashes? Okay, let's see. Hey, let's go, Bowser. Congratulations. Congratulations, Bowser, for the payout. Okay, let's see. Early March 2025, what happened? Concerns that the US economy might be on verge of recession. Okay, elevated uncertainty. Okay, early April. Okay, here's the Trump announcement of sweeping tariff hikes by Trump administration. That was April 2 to 4. That was a big crash. April 2 to 4. Trump administration essentially broad trade war. Okay, so that was the trade war. Mid-June, what happened? There were market dips tied to fresh news, tariffs, trade, and geopolitical risk also emerged. Okay, so again, the crash in June was, you know, around June 12 was again trade war. Okay, beyond the summary for NQ. Since NQ is having that growth weighted, okay, so as you know, crash type is good. Okay, so okay, interesting, but it did not. Okay. Anyway, this is not the answer I was looking for, but anyway, it kind of answered partially the question. But I still have something more about this to ask. Anyway, NQ slowly taking a dumpage lower. And I'm taking a short on NQ. Okay. Took a short on NQ. Where is it? Okay, here it is. I still need to add a stop and a TP. TP would be there. Let's see if it wants to go. Sweep that low. 635. Okay, 635. Okay. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we'll see. It's an aggressive entry right before the London Open. Let's see if it wants to reclaim some lower prices on the way to that 15-minute demand zone down there. We don't know. So Bulenox, Top Step, and Apex payout. Bowser, congratulations. Oh my gosh, 4,000, 5,000. Oh my gosh. That's more than $5,700. Bowser, again, congratulations. Let me give you an applause. Going for a 1 to 10 are okay. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Gold seemingly also wants to go lower. I don't know. I don't know. 10 minutes until market open. I'm gonna stay for now on NQ, and we'll see how it goes. So the 5-minute shifted structure, but well, we had a structure shift here and here, but this was not the down close candle. Who knows? We might see a repricing it. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. 15-minute looks like, yeah, it looks like a sweep on the 15-minute. Oh, we reached the 6,500 subs. Wow, let's go. Amazing. How did you get over the bad feeling of blowing an account? I gotta remind myself, and I constantly do, that just have to move on. Gotta do better next time. And the show is not stopping, not this show, but the show of life, and that there's no plan B. Basically, the shortest answer is there's no plan B, Faceless Man. So we move on, and I acknowledge that I made a stupid mistake, and I gotta look at the big picture. So the big picture, as I look at it, shows a lot of positive things, like what happened in the past like 2 years in my trading. So getting my first ever payout from prop firms in 23 was a great deal, and then having payouts every single month from 2024 July from trading, from prop firm trading, also kind of reminds me like that tuition has been paid off by this year. And you know, I'm looking at the business side, the expense side, and the income side. As soon as you start to look at your trading as a business, it also kind of reminds you. So if you blow up a funded account, which I also did on Monday, you just have to look back to the business side as well. Like, okay, how much money I've spent this year on this? Okay, what is the income, the net profit from these accounts? Okay, what should I do? How should I approach the rest of the year? So you gotta do like, yes, a business plan. And yeah, I know it's I can't express myself this morning, but the moment you remind yourself that there's no plan B and this is a business, you just move on. It's just one blown up account amongst many, right? Because it's part of the journey. and you just move on. And obviously the goal is to reduce the number of those incidents, but you move on. Yeah, Dominic Jano, hello. Doing good, thank you. Good to see you. Hey, thank you, Chris. Anyway, there's still a lot to go. There's still a lot. I know traders from the social space as well, who were like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, they were not making any payouts from from prop firms, and they were struggling. And now some of those traders are taking out multiple six-figure payouts from prop firms. Obviously that's not the average thing. Like, yeah, it can happen, but kind of see that you can escalate, and they're keeping a track on their expenses and on their income. Oh, that's 6K today, such bad day. Oh no, you can 6K. Oh, was it profits on a funded account or personal cash account? Hopefully it was only on a simulated funded account. Less than 4 minutes to go. Look at gold, back to breaking the high. Yeah, gold wants to break that high. I think so. Less than 3 minutes to go. Funded account. Okay, so that's technically the good news in the bad news, that it was only on simulated funded account. But hey, the good news is that you can make it back. You can make it back because you already got there once, or who knows how many times you got there already, right? So you made it there, you can make it again. and that's that has to be a positive note of what happened. And yes, obviously we all need to learn from these mistakes, right? Lost XFA with 6K imbalance. There you go. So it kind of happens, and it's kind of a bad thing, but hey, you know, you just got to move on. We have less than 30 seconds to go. Okay, here's the market open. I don't really like this. You go down to the weave up. Okay, gold broke the high. I think it can go lower. I think we have a good chance to break this. Forex just bought. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm actually kind of curious myself as well. So one thing I could do maybe is, well, maybe I can reduce the risk a little bit, but I don't know. All right. I don't like this. Come on. Art, what's up? Gold hits your TP. Oh, nice. Well, hey, having a full TP, nothing wrong with that. Base hits, you know. Nothing wrong with making some base hits. I was really hoping that this one would melt down, but it's just not going yet. Oh, well, look at gold. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was totally offside on gold earlier. It's going for that 1 hour fair value gap, right? It does seem like it. Maybe because, you know, risk aversion could be kicking in before the New York Open. So that's good for gold, right? That's bullish for gold. Maybe I'm gonna be curious about the 4 a.m. Like, are we gonna see a bit of a sell-off in the stocks? That would explain that gold could be climbing higher. But hey, I don't like this NQ position. What the heck is going on? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I thought that NQ is going to do better. And it's not. NQ, come on. What is going on? Still silver. Okay. I don't know what's up with NQ. I really don't know. It's going back up there. What the heck is going on? I was kind of hoping for a bit of a sell-off here. It's not happening. So, yeah, here was midnight level. Yeah, so we are midnight. We print. Okay, we can. I mean, we can turn out bearish. Who knows? Almost hit. Oh, on the fib retracement. Yeah. Interesting. I don't like it. I don't like it. They are covering. Okay. Yeah, there was a swing low here, covering positions. So if there was a sweep, oh, that's not good for me then. Because then it could be making a new high. It could be making a new high. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, the 10K tick chart, right. Okay, so that was the sweep. What is going on with, oh my gosh, yeah, gold, look at that. I don't even want to look at this. I don't want to get FOMO about gold. Hey, don't worry about it, Fizzlet. I mean, nobody really knows what's gonna happen. I just thought that, hey, it's a good time to sweep lower than 632. Eventually, I would like to see it go down to that 15-minute demand zone, but how far is that? It's like 100 points down, so oh, in gold. Yeah. Yeah, I missed it anyway. But I can tell you, if it breaks, if it would by some miracle break the 653, oh my god, I can't speak, then I would move my stop down here. So far, I really don't understand. Here was 3 a.m. pretty much back to the same spot. Randall, yeah, market is scared. Yeah, scarcity drives gold higher. I would be very curious now. In about 50 minutes, we'll see how the stocks are going to react. And then I think NQ is going to go sideways maybe until 4 a.m. here. Oh, BTC is a sell. I'm kind of waiting for Bitcoin to crash. I don't know why. I'd love to see a Bitcoin crash. Check the death cross. Oh, that's the 200. Or I don't know which EMA is the death cross. CPI, yeah, did Israel, I don't know if they're going to release the CPI numbers today. I don't see it anywhere that it has been confirmed. Everybody's saying like CPI numbers, but it has not been confirmed yet. So we don't really see, or we don't really know. Vilike, hello. I'm gonna try the short. All right. Okay, we broke lower. And I said I'm going to reduce my stop a little bit here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too much. I still want to leave some wiggle room for this. If it starts to go sideways, I think we should have a bigger chance for this one to sweep. Liquidity lower. Oh, who knows? I have a Rapid account. Actually, I'm gonna buy 2 Rapid accounts for now. I'm gonna tell you why, because I have all the core accounts. I bought 5 core accounts, Vilike. And I'm going for that bigger payout with my funded futures. So I'm pretty much focused on the core account, which doesn't really matter because I'm not aiming for, currently at this state, I'm not aiming for the daily payout. I'm aiming for to build more buffer on these core accounts. And so hopefully I can get a payout at the same time from each of them. I mean, from all of them. So but the Rapid account is a really good thing. It kind of feels amazing to be able to get a daily payout anytime you wish above the safety net. Obviously minimum is $500, which is understandable, but you don't have to wait for like 2 weeks or week or days to get approved or whatever. If you make $500 on your above your safety net, you just request it and boom, it's on your account instantly. That's it. So that's a cool thing, but I'm kind of building up a buffer here on the core accounts. Hey, thank you, Nathan. Yeah, I think it was a great deal. And so that's why I'm copy trading those core accounts. Actually, I'm kind of fooling around with one of them, but you got restricted from Why? Why are you restricted? Are you living in Romania? What happened? I know that Romania is restricted. Also Slovenia and Croatia too. Oh, but why are you restricted? What happened? Did you do a card chargeback or did you hedge your positions or what happened? There has to be a reason if somebody is restricted or quote unquote banned. It's not really a ban, but let's see. Bitcoin daily moving average is 4 hours as well, so everything is crossing down. Okay, that could be interesting. A few days ago, when there were some issues which I read, the kind of creations about a core flex that morning, which I never got. Just an email with the receipt. I wrote support. So there was an issue. Okay. TRADEDAY test can trade on. Yes. The Israel. You can trade the news on TRADEDAY test account. Also, basically, you can, any of these prop firms, you can trade the news events on any prop firm's evaluation account. So there's absolutely zero restrictions, except for some of them are having the consistency rule. But otherwise, you can do whatever you want on any of these prop firms' evaluation accounts. All right, just saying. But they said it's not existent and never paid. Then I let the prop. Okay. Okay. So you did the chargeback. Yeah, so the problem is, and it's not just MyFundedFutures, if you do a chargeback against these prop firms, that's the number one thing that they don't like, because they have a very strict conditions with their credit card or debit card, so payment processors, which they're using. So that's a third-party service which actually makes them, you know, able to operate. So if they see chargebacks happening, that's the biggest red flag that they can get. So I remember a few months ago, MyFundedFutures actually said, there was a stream or meeting, or I don't know, on Discord, I think, that they said if they see anyone doing credit or debit card chargebacks with their bank, it's going to be an insta ban, because they don't want to lose their debit card or credit card provider, or the payment processor, not the provider, but the payment processor, because that can lead to a domino effect. If a prop firm loses their payment processor, then obviously it's a cash flow issue for a prop firm. So that's why they are protecting it so much. But yes, understandably, you know, there's another side of the story. You know, if you don't get what you paid for, then obviously you go to your bank and request a chargeback. So it's kind of a conflict. But what can we do, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, but they said to go after your bank. Okay. Huh. Wow. That's interesting. It's complicated. Yeah, I understand what's happening. It is what it is. Did you try another debit card or credit card? It should be under your name though. So there's one more thing. Everybody should be using a debit or credit card under your name. So do not use somebody else's card, because that's also going to cause you a ban or restriction. Your registration, the name that you're registered under, has to be the same, which is on the debit or credit card. What the heck is going on here? So yeah. Unbelievable, NQ. Unbelievable. Okay. Absolutely unbelievable bounce here. Okay, I'm not trusting this. I might even consider to close it. This is not normal. This bounce is not normal at all. Absolutely not normal. I don't think so as well. So I'm not saying this was fair as well. So really, I understand you too, 100%. I don't think this is a fair thing. There has to be some sort of a middle way here. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry about that, Vilike. Trade Warrior, how you pass challenges? Give me some tips. Well, on evaluation accounts, I go more aggressive usually. I'm definitely more aggressive on these accounts. Dude, I'm sorry. So go to 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. You don't have to go for 1-to-3 or 1-to-5 or whatever. And I would say, I mean, you don't have to risk more. I'm just saying, like, I used to risk more, but don't use a big risk reward ratio. Go for base hits, like $200 or $300 a day. That should be enough. You don't have to push it for more, right? If it takes time, it takes time. You have endless amount of time. And obviously, I think if you're scalping, because I used to scalp more on the evaluation accounts, look for key levels at the New York Open, or not just the New York Open, during the New York AM session. Key levels of liquidity that could be good for heavier scalp positions. That used to help me as well, but you gotta manage the risk. Chris bounced off the pivot point. Yeah, it seems like it. What a mess. This was a real mess. I thought it's gonna be super easy for NQ to sweep that low, but it's not doing it. Yeah. It's a new shirt. Yes. It's a new shirt. Actually, I have lots of similar shirts. So when I buy some shirts, t-shirts, I buy like 2 or 3 from the same kind. But yeah, I understand them and understand you as well. But if the idea was, if the transaction ID was not fake, then I don't know. Oh man, look at this. Okay, it's over. It's over, man. This trade is pretty much done. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Last resort is that it's going to sweep some liquidity from this area here. 708. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I think it just wants to go higher into that 600. And what's the high here? 688.50. Wouldn't be surprised. What a mess. Any idea why I have all the affiliate codes? Yes, I mean, no, but well, they changed their affiliate policy. So nobody's affiliate codes is giving any kind of huge or any discount at all. They said from now on, the affiliate codes will only give discount when there is an active promotion going on. Otherwise, there's going to be no basic 5% discount, which I know it sucks. If you guys want to give some credit still to the stream, like a bit of a commission, you can still type in my code and that kind of registers. And you can help me out with that, but otherwise, unfortunately, the basic 5% is off for now. I don't know if they'll bring it back or not. I think they are just restructuring some stuff and they're going for the promotions. I think they want the affiliates to do a better advertisement during the active promotions. That's it. So there could be some affiliates who are not really promoting the big things. They're just putting out their codes and who cares what's happened, what's going to happen. So they want the affiliates to be more active, I think. It's kind of encouraging them to push the discounts when there is a promotion going on. That's what I think, but who knows. Leah, what platform are you using? I'm using Quantower. Quantower. It's a funnel, so okay. Yeah. Well, the good news is, Vilika, there are so many prop firms out there, right? So many. A lot of prop firms. You can still choose from a lot. You think we are going to fill the opening gap this week? I don't know. It depends on the numbers. I think everybody's waiting for some numbers from the government. That's gonna help us decide. I think there is a chance, yes, but by the way, if we get some unreleased numbers maybe today or tomorrow, it can lead to a bit of a sell-off, which can, you know, help to close the gap. You're welcome, I am. You're welcome, Leah. The Stealth, hello, good morning. Who knows? Yeah, who knows what could be the idea. Caesar, hello. Yeah, today or tomorrow can happen. Depends on what numbers are gonna be released. You know, are they going to release some numbers, for example NFP numbers that has not been released. I'm kind of wondering, that's the question, are they going to release those numbers, or are we going to stay in the dark until the next month? You know, kind of curious. If anyone has an idea, let me know. You know what I think? I don't know. I mean, I think I should put my stop lower, because if it goes above 690, it's over anyways. It's just going to go higher, right? So I think it's best to manage the risk properly. So what if I put my stop down to, like, I don't know, there, like 690? Because if it turns around again, then I think it has a high chance to go above the 700. So why not just reduce the risk as much as possible? Should I do this, or should I just put it back to where it was? Good idea, right? Good question. Oh, look at that. The market makers are watching the stream. As soon as I pull it lower. Oh no. Crazy price action, yeah. Let's go, Art. Congratulations. How many days does it take for funding ticks to pay out? Usually, I think about, someone told me in about 3 days, 4 days maximum. I don't know. I'm kind of working on it myself as well. Yeah. Went heavy with 10 short. Oh. Let's go. Do they have consistency rule? I think funding ticks has a 30 or 40% consistency, something like that. So many different rules with different prop firms, but I think they have a consistency. I think most of these prop firms have one, some don't, but there's a cap, some sort of a cap. You know, when there is no consistency rule, there are something else. That's the thing. But let's go, Art. Congratulations. Roblox Dynamite saying we are bullish. Could be. Could be. I don't like this price action here. What I can still do, I mean, I can put back my stop where it was, but we still have 27 minutes, less than 27 minutes until the pre-market opens. So we'll see how the stocks are going to react for the news. I think it could be also like a sudden bullish reaction. And NQ can just skyrocket to a new high. Oh my gosh, I don't know. It keeps respecting. Now it pushed too high, yeah. I'm gonna tell you, if it goes lower than this here, the 655, I might going to put it to break even and then just leave it be, because this area I don't really like. I don't like the chop here, but I'm not sure. Maybe I should just give enough room for it until 4 a.m. So you see, I'm already derailing from my trading plan. I'm already deviating from my trading plan. According to Mark Douglas, I should have just let my stop loss be at the original place, and that's it. Don't mess around with the trade after you put on the trade. And I always have to remind myself, don't mess around. You accepted the risk, let the trade, if it's gonna hover and draw down, let it be and let it play out. And this was not even my original stop. My original stop was up there. So in so many times I did this, like pulled it down. The market, you know, wicked me, boom, and then went to my TP. Many. I don't even know how many times. A lot of times. A lot of times. If I would put it to break even, the market would just boom, wick up there, boom, takes out my stop, and then goes to TP. No consistency on funded. Oh, thank you, Yash Trades. Cap of 1K or 5K. Can you pass the eval in one day? I don't know. I think you can. Exactly. Be your game. I know. I agree. I know. Because we are just chopping around here, and because we're still ahead of the 4 a.m. pre-market open, I'm okay losing this trade, but maybe it just wants to chop around a little bit more. So where is it? It's 4 a.m. is here. Let's see if this one can survive until 4 a.m. or not. I think 4 a.m. will decide the fate of this for sure. So yeah, don't worry, guys. When I'm deviating from the plan, I always remind myself what I was reading about these things. Like, one of the major rules, quote unquote rules, reminders, I would say, is that don't mess around with your trade after you put it on. I know that it's a different type of risk management, so some traders prefer to move the stop loss, take partials. I get it, 100%. I get it. I'm doing the opposite way. I'm doing the old classic way. I put on the trade, and the plan for me is to see if the analysis was correct or not. So I'm not asking myself like, okay, was the trade correct or not? I'm asking myself, was the analysis correct or not? And the market is going to answer my question by taking out my stop or my TP. And at least I will know. And it kind of helps me to deviate from, you know, the dollar amount on these accounts. But yeah, I'm pretty much surprised on this chop. I thought that at least it will try to sweep that 635 there, but we're getting closer to 4 a.m. so we'll see. Can change the operation. It can change. Yes, Trader Chess, I know what you're saying. Sometimes it does, and turns out they forget how. Yeah, I know. That's also true. That's also true. And I mean, it's not about listening to you guys or not. It's just interesting to have a conversation about this, right? So, because everybody has a different type of risk management. Trading Star, welcome. How you doing, man? How do you long? I'm short, sorry, Chris. Yeah. No, I'm short on this one. I was in a decent profit here. I thought that we're gonna hit the TP, but look at that. I don't get it. Disciplined trader, hello. Alicia, welcome. I mean, well, sometimes it kind of hurts a little bit, you know, these paper cuts things. It kind of hurts to see, and I don't think this feeling will ever go away. So if somebody, even a more experienced trader, says that, hey, it doesn't hurt at all, not even the slightest, to see this trade go to a stop loss, that's never entirely true. There's always a bit of a frustration when you're having a stop loss, right? Because we are all humans, and even if not the dollar amount, but then at least being wrong about something is just not genuinely a good feeling, right? And it's not just about trading. In our everyday life, being wrong about something is not good, right? So when the market shows you that you were wrong, that's never a good feeling. But gotta remind yourself, guys, I feel like this is so bullish as hell. It's just gonna skyrocket up to my stop loss now. My spidey senses are tingling that this is just going to skyrocket like 50 points instantly. Instant 50 points. My intuition, gut feeling, spidey senses, everything is telling me that this is going to spike 50 points in a few minutes, instantly. More likely because of the logic that I'm using, like retail wants to see a sell-off below that swing low, and we're just not too close to that demand zone lower on the 15-minute. Anyway, Silver Bullet, hello, welcome. Don't worry about it, nothing really happened. Trailed out, let's go Art. Congratulations, $80, $80. I would take $80 in a London session, definitely. Smash the like, hello. There you go. Aiden has his take profit where my stop loss is. Oh, that kind of sucks for me. Still 17 minutes. 17 minutes is an eternity in trading. Is basically a full quadruple eternity. Shenanigan, hey. Trump would make a tweet. Well, you know, it's kind of interesting. I imagine like President Trump is gonna be in office for more than 3 years still. So, and we would also be here trading, right? So we are going to be here trading. We're going to be trading the Trump market in the next couple of years, right? So that's going to be very interesting. Now we have a bit of a glimpse of how it feels like to trade the Trump market, like this year kind of showed us, right? So imagine the next couple of years being like this, watching for the tweets, watching for some tariff wars or arguments, political arguments between President Trump and other world leaders can lead the market to crazy situations. And this is the market that we're going to be trading in. And I'm not saying I'm not saying this because of politics. I don't want to steer this into politics. I'm just saying that we all know that President Trump is a businessman, is a tough guy to deal with, and I'm not judging the decisions, if any decision is good or bad. I'm just saying these harsh political incidents as well can also lead the market to some crazy movements. So this is the market that we're going to have in the next few years. Anyway, Just an interesting, if you think about it, it's very interesting. 2026, 2027, 2028, you know, years to come under the same conditions. So we got to adopt. Anyway. Long 12 contracts. Okay, let's go. Oh, never trade micros. Well, I'm not saying that. I mean, obviously with micros, you're not going to make $100,000 per week like some people do in social media. I'm going to be asking a question, and I'm not going to say a name. I'm just genuinely curious. If you make $100,000 or more in a month from prop firm payouts, right? Why are you selling a course for $1,000 or $900, whatever? Why? No. Kind of interesting. So you're making $100,000 from trading payouts from prop firms. Why are you selling a course for $1,000 or $700 or even $500? Right? Why? It's all because of the money. Maybe that's the. I'm genuinely curious. Like, is it just all because of the money? Do you need justification from other people that you're a guru, or is it just because of the money, or is it just because of the money, or is it just because of the money? Or you had a hard childhood, you've been not loved by your parents, or I don't know what is. I mean, because, you know, maybe one day I will sell some digital product. Who knows? I'm just genuinely, so that's why I'm not saying names. This kind of makes me wonder. That it's a kind of a conversation piece here. Interesting, right? Kind of interesting. Exactly. So Trader Chess, who doesn't like free money? Cedric, good morning. Course seller and the mentor. There's a difference between a course seller and the mentor. What would be even online? What would be even online to start with? Yes, true. Dollar. Okay, that's why I was genuinely curious. I think it's because trading profits is not consistent. That's why. Oh, okay, I like the answer. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. That's a good answer. Dakota make 27K in 2 months with micros. Most traders live on Top Step. Nice. Improving results mentoring can really make a difference in someone live. Yeah, that's true. For backup, 100%. If I could sell a course for even 100, I would do it. Okay. Man, you were a sniper in military? Because I was not a sniper. I was in a water purification platoon. Aid in security. Good morning, Best Sam. The traders are inside unsuccessful ones make noise. Yeah, so I guess it's because of the money. I think I like that what Alicia was saying, a disciplined trader was saying, like trading profits could not be always consistent, and you know, you got to do some sort of a backup, you know, financially back up yourself. That's why I'm saying I wasn't asking it to criticize someone, because basically almost everybody's selling a course or something, or mentorship, whatever. So basically everybody's doing it, and I'm trying to understand the business side, the logic, the emotion, the human side of it. Like, if I am making tons of money from trading payouts, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I understand. You was making 300K a month. Would you stream? if I would be making 300k, depending from what, if I would be making 300k from affiliate commissions, I would stream, right? If I would be making 300k a month steadily from trading prop firms, I don't know if I would stream. I mean, it's not again. I mean, I don't know, maybe, but who knows? To build up a community, to help other people to get successful, I think it's subjective. It depends on that person, the trader, that individual. Like, do you feel lost without the stream? Do you feel emptiness by not being online? If you were online before, do you feel like you like to help to some other people? Do you feel like you need some sort of justification? Do you feel like you need what's that word? I have to use Google Translate. I have to use Google Translate. Recognition. Sorry. Do you need recognition from your fellow traders or friends that you want them to look up to you because you need that recognition for your self-confidence? So there are some questions about this, like, that needs to be answered, and that's why this is subjective. So if you ask me, would I continue trading, for example, would I continue streaming if I would be making 300k from per month from prop firms? I think I would continue to stream. Sorry, I think I would continue to stream. I would feel lonely without the stream, without the community, to be honest. I would feel maybe even without the affiliate commissions, I would continue streaming. I think if I would be, you know, totally alone in this, that would reflect on my results, maybe. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, look at this trade. I thought we were going to survive until the 4 a.m. open, but yes, Cedric, that's true. Fixed income, trade income, safety. Exactly, Cedric. That's why I brought this up. So thank you for all these answers. That's why I brought this up. So let's look at the business side. Let's look at the human side. Let's look at everything, you know. Let's look at everything in this. That's why I brought this up. Exactly. So Bestem says it. Yeah. So sometimes a trader needs a community to continue. If we're talking about someone who made their success on social media and became successful, I think it's hard to just let it go, right? I don't know. I know, for example, that if I would stop streaming from tomorrow, totally, like for good, I would feel a huge emptiness in my life. And I don't know how that would affect my mindset. So yeah, if I would have to, by some reason, I would permanently have to stop streaming from tomorrow, there would become a huge emptiness. After all this energy and time that we put into this, having all you guys here, having some great community, and then, you know, all the vibes and everything, I mean, that would definitely put me into a depression. Who knows? I went solo on only trading 3 times and then go back to work. Yeah. Passive income. The point is to stay accessible after success. Ask for reasonable money for fun. Yeah. Even though if I make a lot of money, I will still sell a course. Yeah. So that's when these the market makers are calling. They want to know, okay, the market makers, I will tell them to drop. Okay, market makers are saying they still have to think about it. They want to wait until the 4 a.m. pre-market open to make the decision. The worst feeling is real depression. I know, I've been there. It's very bad. And yeah, also what Trading Star is saying, I also like helping people. Yeah. I like helping people. I like making money as well. So obviously I'm not Jesus Christ, and obviously we live in a capitalism, you know. The world is just not that place that we want to be right now, and money is always needed. So yeah, I totally understand every side. Have you prepared emotionally to give away an account today? Yes, I have. I'm actually not a fan of picking names just randomly. So they told me that I can pick any name. I don't have to justify who I pick or why I pick. I just pick 5 random names, and I don't really like that. I would rather like if there would be like a wheel spin or some random thing to pick some names. I don't know. Come on, I can't believe. Yeah, that platform sometimes can suck. I mean, hopefully they will fix it, but there were some very disturbing issues. Yeah, less than 3 minutes to go, so seller course is not a problem. The problem is it's an overmarket, so you know, 100% profit. Yeah. And again, I'm not gonna say names, but I do know a few names out there, and I'm never going to say the names because I don't want to get myself into a beef or a feud with someone. But I do know a few names who cannot prove that they ever made a payout from prop firms, and they still have a crazy marketing tactic, and they are selling courses and digital stuff, and I still don't understand how people. Anyway, I know a few names, and I'm never going. I'm gonna stay in my lane, and it's just interesting to see that that's also a part of social media. So you see somebody's flashing some things, let's just say, or results, and everybody gets blinded, like, oh my gosh. Or just because that person is giving you a story, everybody is jumping on the bandwagon, like, oh, we want that too. But anyway, let's just leave that because it's negativity. I'm sorry, I brought that up, so let's just leave it. That's a negative thought process. Let's leave the negativity out here. Okay, out the door. Is it always you stick to 1 or 2 micros on 50k? Sometimes I go with 5 or 10 micros, depending if I want to scalp a little bit more or not, you know, depending on what type of position I take. Like sometimes I go with 10 micros because I don't have time to switch to minis. I have the micro chart open, I see a position, oh my gosh, this is gonna kick that level in a few minutes or whatever. I just jump in with 10 micros, but that's kind of a, you know, thing. We all handle it kind of thing is, oh my gosh, it's Terry Trades. Everybody, Terry Trades is in the house. Behave, everybody. Act normal, like nothing happened, okay? What's up? Wheel of names. Terry is here for the giveaway. I was just saying, like, I don't like the pressure to pick up random names in the chat at MyFundedFutures, at MyFundedTV. I was like, it's too much pressure. I would rather... by the way, we have the pre-market open, so let's see how this position is going to end up. Yep. Most likely it's going to end up in the stop. How you doing, Terry? It's too early for you. There, she's gonna pick the names. Yeah. She's gonna pick the names. Yeah, I'm giving that extra pressure away. And by the way, I don't know. This position I don't like. I really don't know what to do with this position. I thought that this market is just gonna dump down and finally we can get on with our lives. It's just not doing it. Why? Why it's not doing it? Why is it just not doing it? We need something. We need a solution here. You couldn't sleep. There you go. She's gonna take it. She's gonna make the decision. Oh, by the way, I'm already looking for those chocolates, Terry. So I got the message. Thank you. I will reply, and I'm already looking for some chocolates for you. You know, the cappuccino, the sport chocolate, and all that stuff. Some special present as well from Hungary. If you know all the struggles that comes along with trading journey, would you have not got into trading and tried? No. I'm grateful for the struggle. It's kind of funny. It's a funny thing to say. Or kind of a weird thing to say, and funny again as well, but all the depression, all the pain, anxiety, and everything, I'm grateful for it. It kind of made me a better person. In some certain aspects, I was not as quote-unquote good in my personal life and in trading as am I doing right now. I kind of needed that slap. I'm gonna you know what happened back in those years? It was kind of a cover your ears, send out the kids, tone down the speakers, okay, everything, okay, you sent out the kids, okay, because it's rated R. But I'm gonna say I kind of got that bitch slap, you know, from life. It was a bitch slap, and I needed that bitch slap in 2020 and 2021. Like, you know, life comes to you and, hey Tom, look at here. That's a bitch slap. So be a man, stand up and take it. Stand up and take another bitch slap, and there you go. You're gonna get better. So I'm grateful for the lesson. I'm grateful for everything. And you know, here we are, still trying to wait for this trade to go to profit. There you go. Chocolate. It's going to be on its way. So I have good news and bad news as well. Which one should I start with? Good news or bad news? Anyway, is there any good news even? There are many good news, but there is. I'm going to start with the bad news. The bad news is that I have an appointment in 26 minutes at the other part of the city. I'm sorry, I started with the bad news. In 26 minutes, I have to be at the other side of the city, and I don't know how's traffic right now. So that's the bad news. The good news is basically that finally this position is turning into green. So I don't know. I can wait because the BMW is super fast, and I can disobey some traffic laws, maybe like in the Taxi movie or whatever. So I can actually wait a couple of more minutes. That's the good news. That's finally this trade should be going down. Otherwise, other good news is, amongst many, that Terry is here. And the next good news is that we're gonna be at My Funded TV today again. Gonna have some fun time. And yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Your short should be coming in, yeah. Keep the stream on, you guys will talk to each other, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to step on it if I want to get into that meeting. I guess I can be a little late, right? Who knows? But they told me I have to be there in my time right now, it's 10 a.m., 10:05. And they told me, hey, Tom, you know, you gotta be here at 10:30 sharp. I was like, okay. And then after party, yeah, after party. A full day stream? I considered it. I just don't see the point. I mean, yeah, I considered it, but the thing is, most of the time we're just gonna be talking with no trades, you know, because there is no trade. I mean, no opportunity. I mean, maybe we can dedicate an evaluation account or two for a 24-hour stream, and you know, with the prop firm that lets you to pass in one day, just to see if we can pass an evaluation account in one day. I mean, that would be the title, like trying to pass an evaluation account in 24-hour stream or something like that. I don't know. That would be interesting. Do you have to meet with Orban? Oh my gosh, I hope I never meet with that guy. I'm afraid if I would meet with our president, I would do something I would regret for the rest of my life. Passing by trading or gambling hard? I don't understand. Passing by trading or gambling hard depends. I don't know. Was that a question or not? Guys, I am so gonna be late from my meeting. I need to close this position if it's not gonna smash down to my TP. I'm gonna get bitch slapped by these people if I don't get there. Come on! Come on! I'm holding my breath. Yes! Woo! Alright. We did it! Finally! The good news, right? Okay. That being said, I am super late. I have to drive to the other side of the city. Thank you so much, everybody, for the stream, for being here. If you would like to support the channel, please use the code TOMSABO up there for all these prop firms, even for MyFundedFutures, of course. There's no discount, I know, but if you would like to support the stream and give some credit and some commission so I can refuel the BMW and take it to the shop, then please help me out. Thank you so much. All right. See you guys later in MyFunded TV and New York session. I am going to be super late, so I'm getting ready for Ricardo. Welcome to the channel. Hope to see you, Ricardo, next time. This was a great trade. You guys are amazing. I love you all. God bless you all. I'll be back for New York with Terry Trades and the others. Stay tuned. God bless everybody. Cheers.